Hello, hello. This episode is for days 341 to 342 of my 365-day raw suspending disbelief journey. This is from March 29th to 30th. This is just the weekend with the kids. Um, and, I wanted them to have a good reset before going back to school. So, um, I just planned to rest and relax and have fun together and all of these things. And the best laid plans, as they say. Um, Sunday ended up being quite traumatic, a little bit overwhelming, and very frustrating. So I had, the kids had they were sort of in this like mode of they'd gotten all their stuff done. They wanted to go watch a show or whatever. And Cadence had taken off to go hang out with her boyfriend. And I was like, well, nobody needs me. Nothing is needing to be done. Yes, it's a Sunday, but I'm going to sit down and do a little bit of work. And all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, it's Mercury retrograde. And I mean, it's been Mercury retrograde for a while, and I've had a little bit of like blips here and there with tech and with miscommunications and with all of these things. But all of a sudden, everything just started going like it exploded. It was absolutely insane. So I I ended up having to ask um, my ex to watch the younger kids, for an emergency situation because something came up with Cadence, and it was like, um, very over the top, very like needed immediate focus from me, and um, just really, really intense. And I had been, um, already struggling. Like I all of a sudden I was having all these tech issues after she left and when the kids were just watching their shows, and I was like calling multiple different provider, like my bank, the people that like for my bank. I ended up calling like Apple, trying to sort out like some tech issues and some things that weren't working, and I was trying to sign up for something and it wasn't working, and like there was just all of these things kept happening. And then I was just like on the phone trying to solve them for the entire time that I decided to sit down to work. And then I got the phone call that I was needed as far as things were going with Cadence. And I had to like drop everything and ask for emergency, like take the kids from my ex and then drive them there, come back and then deal with a whole lot of stuff, emotional, difficult stuff with my oldest, with Cadence. So it just sort of threw everything for a loop. And then, it was like several hours, and I went back and got the younger kids, and it was like we got home just in time for bedtime on Sunday night before school, and didn't get to sort of have that laid back, relaxed, like wind down to the weekend so that they could go into the week really rested. Bedtime was even a little bit late. Like, it was just sort of frustrating all around. And it really highlighted, like, it was so much with the miscommunications and the tech. Like, it was so much Mercury retrograde energy. It was absolutely insane. And it was also, Saturday was the eclipse, and I had really felt this like distinct shift into like things are aligned, things are good, everything is flowing. On the Friday and Saturday with the eclipse, it was like I could just feel the wrap up of this eclipse season and everything that has been a struggle during this time. And and then it was like, oh, I'm going to go out with a bang. That's really what it felt like. So it was fairly frustrating. Like, it was a struggle of a day. And by the end of the night, I was just like, oh, like I got the kids in bed and I was like, I'm going to sit down. And I started kind of going through some things on my phone, and I looked at my email, and it was like, your Netflix has been canceled. And I was like, what? Like, I was about to sit down and watch a show, and I was like, what is going on? And it turns out, so my ex had originally when I first moved out, we were still like logged into the same accounts, but then they had it so that you couldn't be logged into the same account in different locations. And so I was losing that. And at the time I didn't have the funds to be doing my own Netflix account and whatever. And he added me on as like, there's an option where you can have one extra account for a lot cheaper. And I offered to just pay the difference on that cheaper amount. And he was like, no, it's no big deal. Like the kids are mainly the ones watching Netflix. Like I don't watch a lot of TV. So, and he knows that. So he was just like, whatever, like I'll just pay that. And then you guys have an account at your house. So that has been like that since I moved out. And I mean, we're going on 3 years now. I had completely forgotten about it. Like it was not top of mind how the Netflix was being delivered to me. Right. But so I got this email saying like, your Netflix has been canceled. And I was like, what? And then of course as soon as I saw it, I knew like, I did know that it was under him. So I was like, what's going on? And, um, it was the most ridiculous conversation I think I've ever had with another adult. It was just like, I didn't do that. No, that never happened. I didn't cancel. And it was like such a dodgy, like it's just all over the place. And I was like, okay, like I'm walking away. I'm walking away. I don't even care. Like, we don't need screens. We don't need Netflix. Like, this is so stupid. This is the stupidest conversation I've ever had. And so I just sort of like completely walked away from it. I was like, this is plenty enough. and, and yeah, it just was like, again, so much, anything to do with like tech and communication and all of that. I was just like, ugh, get done, Mercury. So it was just a wash. Like I ended up like I put something on a different app, but I was like, this is just, it was so dramatic. It was so melodramatic. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. And I couldn't even take it seriously. Like it was just so beyond ridiculous by that point in the evening that I was like, I'm done. So yeah, that was our supposed to be relaxing, enjoyable weekend. Yeah, that's what I have for you guys today, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.